welcome to, this is actually our first review video from Project Spark. Yeah, and we have chosen the very first thing to review is Solitaire 1.1 by a user Hallorin from Germany. And we have two guests with us here for our very first review video.
I am Helen Casper, and I am a community coordinator here at Microsoft, and Microsoft Solitaire Collection is one of my games.
And I'm Mike Gills. I'm the Senior Community Manager. I run the Microsoft Studios community team, which Helen is one of our awesome members, and we support a wide range of games, including the awesome Microsoft Casual Suite.
So we are basically having the person who works and manages Solitaire playing the Solitaire game in
Yes,
Project
I'm
Spark.
so
How
excited. And I'm so excited when you said that someone had made Solitaire in Project Spark. I was so excited. Like, I'm sure if Mike had looked over, he would see me bouncing in my seat. So I was super excited to see this, especially since, of course, we just celebrated the 25th anniversary of Microsoft Solitaire. Ooh, choose a background.
And you get to choose a language. The cool thing is they actually created localization for their own game.
That is
Well,
awesome.
thanks for the free labor, guys.
Yes, that is fantastic.
Appreciate it.
So a few community members got together.
fantastic.
They put this out in, you can choose between English, German, French, Portuguese, Russian, and Japanese.
No Klingon.
And
Where's the Elvish, guys?
So the
Yeah,
way this kind of
right.
works is you use the little cursor as the X, and Helen already seems to be getting the hang of it. So how does this compare to the control schemes on the Windows 8.1 version with controller?
The buttons are different, but it's very similar in that you select a card and then you select where you want to move it.
Oh, okay.
So kudos to you. I don't know if he's played this or not before by plugging it in, but
Yeah.
but that's pretty cool, and I really do like that a lot. There are actually different types of solitaire. This is Klondike, which most people consider like the solitaire is
I
actually
had no
Klondike.
idea there was more than this.
There are.
There's
Yeah.
tons of different
There's
types of
tons.
solitaire.
In the Microsoft Solitaire collection on Windows, we've got Klondike, Free Cell, Tri-Peaks, Spider.
So Helen, as the community coordinator for Solitaire, how much do you know about the history of Solitaire?
Quite a bit actually. So I did, in preparation for the 25th anniversary, I also went to the library here at Microsoft and saw if I could find anything else. But originally, Solitaire was, of course, just a card game, and it actually initially originated from the tarot, and was used so people would actually tell their fortunes, so to speak, with Solitaire. But then as it evolved more into like a card game that people played with and whatnot.
So I've always heard that like Solitaire was partially included for like mouse training for like people who weren't familiar with like the keyboard mouse setup of like.
In the very first versions, I think it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the whole point of it.
Really?
The whole reason why they included. So there was actually a game before in Windows 2, which was Reversi, but
Or Othello.
yes,
Right.
or Othello, right? But the reason why we're not celebrating the 25th anniversary of Reversi is because Solitaire actually helped people understand the new mouse, which was before PC users weren't all that familiar with using mouse and clicking and dragging. I really like the fact that you can choose backgrounds, because that's also something that you can do on the Windows 8.1 version.
And you haven't tried out the show hint yet.
No, I haven't, because that's cheating. No, I'm joking. It's not cheating, but Solitaire Pro like me, but I will do it just to show. That is cool looking.
Yeah.
That is really cool looking.
So that means the person had to put the logic in there, program it all themselves. That's the crazy thing about this is, it's it plays just like a solitaire game, but there's a lot of logic that has to go into getting this to run properly, so that Project
Yes.
Spark knows what cards are currently on the table.
Yeah, and that's actually really impressive.
I would say what we've learned for supporting with the community is that people want to have a sense of accomplishment, and you really want to think about creating sort of that short form entertainment. People can play for a very long time if they choose, but you want them to feel that they're, every so often that they've accomplished something, that the bell rings, that the number goes up, that they level up, or that type of thing.
Oh, I think if you hit Y, it seems like you can do finish for me.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
that's
what do
even
you
better.
know?
That's awesome.
Oh, the finish where we, because that was my favorite part. That got me so excited at the very end when I got Solitaire close to the end. Just everything kind of flipped up and
Yes, I live by that. So it had already responded to my anticipated needs to have the self-solving.
All right. Oh, 450 points.
You won. No, fireworks.
Oh, and the fireworks. But still, awesome. Very awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Very awesome.